Everyone shows you highlight reels. Here are my actual P&Ls. And I'll drop a screenshot in there for you guys to take a look. And then if you want more information, all right, listen, shoot me a message or a comment down below, like, subscribe. We can definitely get some more details on how you can build something like this for yourself, as well as kind of see my numbers, compared to how you're doing, or learn from me, I can learn from you. So like I said, I'm going to walk through this dashboard that I made a video about recently, actually. We'll kind of walk through what's in it, what I have now, some of my numbers, and how I look to optimize it. But before I say that, this is the Engineering Basketball channel, the channel where myself, a degree engineer and computer scientist, former college basketball player, high school and middle school basketball coach, and skills and development trainer. I'm telling you, letting you know that the way I approach engineering on a daily basis, my job, is the same way I approach basketball, and it's why it worked so well for me. So I'm just being transparent here, like what my numbers are looking like. So on my dashboard, like I said again, I dropped a screenshot in there, but we can go into detail again if you want to, personally. But on the overview tab here, I have my year-to-date expenses. Sorry, my year-to-date income, which is about $48,274. My year-to-date expenses, which are about $27,720. So you see that margin there, and let me flip this around so you guys can take a look. This is a little non-ideal, but I want you guys to see what I'm seeing here. Right, so I have the ability to toggle. Let's see if I can work here. I can toggle this button right here, top right, where I can essentially change the view, right, to include a unit or not include a unit. We're not going to not include a unit right now. But on the overview tab, right, we have my year-to-date income, my year-to-date expenses, my year-to-date net, and my APR as well. Right, here these graphs, they highlight, they do very well. They tell you how your January was, how each month was going down through the year. Obviously, we're still in April, so my mortgage is only listed here, but not the income from rent yet. Scrolling down, we have the income versus your mortgage. Like I mentioned earlier, I just actually got rid of a vacancy and put a tenant in, so you see my income jump here, and that's what I want. I want that to be reflected here, where my mortgages and my expenses stay pretty consistent, right? And like I said, there's this is my margin, right? This space is my margin. Down below, we also have your properties listed here, right? And their mortgages assigned. Year to date, right? The year to date by property, how much you've paid. All right, transitioning over to my rent roll. Still working on this one a little bit, but this work will then have all my properties and each tenant listed, and then there will be like almost like a push slash scroll toggle where I can toggle yes paid, and then this 0 out of 17 will become 1 out of 17, and obviously the rent collected will increase based on what you transitioned over to. This app is improving, so don't worry. Expenses, as mentioned earlier, they'll tell you the total transactions. It'll also tell you the total logged expenses as well. And then just scrolling down, you have all these expenses going down here. All right, gives you the dates, the times, the amounts, and the classification. And then lastly, mileage. I have the ability to add my miles, deduct my miles, and then kind of give you the details of each trip. I love this app right here. And last thing I'd say, I can have a refresh button in the top right. I don't think you can see now, but it's right over there. Refresh button in my top right where I can refresh this and make sure that I have live data. It gives you the timestamp right here, right, 2:36 p.m. It gives you the timestamp exactly on what data you have coming in, and this is what I want. This list is pulled from this big large Excel sheet, as I mentioned earlier. Not that complicated, really, just a dashboard and some income and expenses and expense report tab. Not that bad, really, but all this stuff is being pulled from here. And like I said, if you're interested in some information, get set up. We can set up like a one-on-one call. We can share a screen. I can give you some of my templates. We can populate it together. We can have monthly reviews and all that stuff that I do on a daily basis at work. As a team lead, a supervisor, I'm used to this kind of stuff. So I'm just looking to kind of teach outside of my job that I do on a regular basis. So that's really what I wanted to talk about. I have thin margins. Thin margins are something you have to be completely honest about, right? Like I don't have X thousands and thousands of dollars I'm making off real estate. No, you're making a few $100s a month, and you have to really protect that few $100s a month. Maintenance issues, tenant complaints, just expenses are not stopping. You have to control them, mitigate them, and be ready for the bads that'll come. Nothing's as bad if you have money and you've been following legal precedents truthfully. So have tight leases. Really, really focus on vetting your possible tenants. Communicate, document your communication, and have money. That's my real sign. Have some money and work that OT to make sure that your real estate savings account is stocked in case things go south. Because having some money can change a non-paying tenant. That can turn into real problems if you don't have the money to get them out, or you think you have to hope for a payment because you can't deal with an eviction. Not possible. They need to get out. I'll leave it there. I'll leave that there. But my closing statement will be just transparency. The reason why I'm having this transparency builds trust. Here's what landlording actually looks like. Let me know if you have any questions. This stuff's very doable.